Welcome back. You're watching The Money Show with me, Kavita Thapliyal. Now, we live in a world of incredible innovation, smart devices, and genius tools that can be carried with you at all times. Now, with all of these advances in technology, come some really cool gadgets also now. But in this golden age of gadgets and tech, it can be difficult to know what is the best of the best. To make your life easier, we've done this research, so you don't have to. Let's welcome on board Dhruv Bhutani, editor Android Authority, and discuss some of the coolest gadgets that you may want to consider buying. Dhruv, hi, good evening. Welcome to the show. And today it seems you're going to be our gadget guru and gadget expert, help our viewers buy not only the smart gadgets but also the ones that are cheap with smart strategies. So, what's first?
I think great audio really sets the tone for the day. So for me, one of the top 5 gadgets that everybody should own is a great pair of true wireless earphones, and there's quite a few on the market. But I'm going to keep the list a little short, and I've got 2 options. So for somebody who's a little more flamboyant and wants a little more stylish pair of earphones, there's nothing else on the market like the Nothing Ear 2. Now, these are transparent earphones, fantastic audio quality. They can pair with 2 devices, so say your laptop and your phone. And these retail for about 9,999 rupees. Similarly, if you want to spend a little more, the OnePlus Buds Pro, these are again a fantastic option. They have great noise cancellation. So if you're doing a lot of commute for your work, or if you're just surrounded by slightly noisy colleagues, these would be a pretty good option as well. And these go for about 11,999 rupees. And that's where I would start at. Uh, Going on, I think the next category that I would want to look at is fitness wearables. And I mean, as everybody realizes, it's a very important part of your daily routine, getting your steps, getting your workouts in. And there's 2 great options on the market. Now, if you're already in the iPhone camp, there's really nothing else like the Apple Watch. Not only is it a great fitness tracker and a workout partner through all the different apps that are available on it, it's just a great smartwatch in its own right, and it starts at about 26,990 for the Apple Watch SE. Though, of course, you can go higher up, and if you're into more adventure sports and adventure activities, the Apple Watch Ultra is a fantastic buy. But if you don't want a full-fledged Apple Watch or like a smart watch, you can still opt for a smart band, something like the Fitbit Charge. Now, this is much cheaper at about like 12,990 rupees, still has most of the fitness features, and but it's a lot more discreet. And if you like me prefer to wear an analog watch, this becomes a perfect accompaniment to that. Now, for my
So,
third category,
no.
yeah.
So I have a few questions. The wireless earphones are fine. I mean, nothing changes over there in a couple of months. But
Mhm,
then when we talk about fitness trackers or these fitness
mhm.
bands, so this technology keeps changing. There's always an upgrade. So now buying these would be for like 6 months, 8 months, because we'll have something new coming up in the market, with more advanced features, something much more relevant when it comes to your fitness. What is your take on this?
So not really. I mean, there have been improvemements, of course, but generally speaking, the base metrics that are used to track your activity, say that would be your step count, which is essentially a pedometer, and then you've got heart rate tracking. Those metrics have not changed. And what changes is usually the algorithm improves. The sensor quality might improve, but these products have been around on the market for more than 6 to 7 years, maybe more at this point. So the sensor quality has matured a lot. You might get a few additions, like say SpO2 tracking, but the science behind that is pretty debatable as is. So how important that is to get a granular look at your overall health, that still remains debatable. But as far as the base metrics go, or what's needed to get you moving, that is pretty much at a level where it doesn't really need much of an improvement anymore. So you're not going to see drastic changes in 6 months or even every generation, so to speak.
All right, let's move on to our other category, and that's a Dyson air purifier. That's what you're recommending, right?
Indeed, indeed, indeed. So I stay in Delhi. and air pollution is a big problem over here. And sure, you can get entry-level devices, but the quality of the HEPA filtration, not every product stands up to scrutiny. But the reason why I recommend this product, despite it being extortionately expensive, is essentially because it's a two-in-one product. Now, might not be as relevant in every kind of climate, but Delhi is pretty extreme like that. Especially in the winters, this product basically doubles up as a heater as well for me. And that convenience has kind of paid off over the years. And I've had one for the last few years, and I'm personally allergic to quite a few to pollen and quite a few allergens. And it's had a drastic improvement in my quality of life, which is why I recommend this to everyone. And I know it's a pretty expensive one.
Dyson air purifier, but then just in case one wants to go for a reasonable option, which is
Mhm.
slightly much more cheaper, then what will be your recommendation?
Uh, an entry-level option could be products by Xiaomi. They make pretty decent products, but the quality of filtration isn't quite as good. A step above that would be something by Blue Air. Blue Air's products start at about 20,000 plus. A good quality product, which is going to be sufficient for a reasonably sized room, might cost you around 25 to 30,000 rupees. Uh, but if you don't need the heating features, then Blue Air's products are pretty good as well.
All right, and the next category is smartphones. What's your recommendation, Dhruv?
Okay, so again, this is going to be controversial, but I usually recommend going in for as high-end a phone as you can get. And that's mostly because we're at a point where a flagship phone is generally so good. It's going to pay in dividends. It's going to last you 4 or 5 years with ease. And a higher end phone essentially comes not just with the processing power, but you get longer software guarantees, you get bigger batteries, you just get a feature set which is more future proof, or well, as future proof as you can go in the smartphone space. So and to get a decent mid-range phone, you're already looking at the 60, 70, 75,000 rupee price range today. Even Apple's entry level iPhone 14 is 70,000 plus. So my recommendation is that if you want to splurge that kind of money, maybe save up a little bit more and just go for the ultimate flagship, and then you're sorted for the next 4 to 5 years. Which is why my preference lies either on the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra if you're on the Android camp, or just go for the iPhone 14 Pro if you're an iPhone user, of course.
All right. The last category is laptop. So, what is your recommendation there?
Uh, so now this recommendation is for a more general customer, a general consumer. If you're a gamer, you probably already know what you want and you have very specific needs. But broadly speaking, Apple's latest generation of MacBooks, the MacBook Air M2, the 13 or the 15 inch, uh, these just are incredible machines. You're getting up to 18 hours of real world battery life. You're getting incredible performance, which vastly exceeds anything on the Windows camp. And you're getting a great design to boot, as well as excellent software support. And if you're, like I said earlier, if you're already invested in the Apple ecosystem, nothing really comes close. I mean, at this point, right now, I'm taking this call using my iPhone as a webcam on a Mac, and you just don't get that level of integration on any other platform. And that's basically what you're buying into. And sure, it's a little more expensive, but again, uh, these products just last, and they last a really long time. You're looking at 6 to 7 years of flawless performance. And that's worth paying a little bit of a premium for.
All right. So, top five gadgets. Thank you so much, too, for being on the show and helping our viewers with this purchase today. Thank you so much.
Glad to be here.
All right. We'll take a quick break and post that. Let's get your mutual fund portfolio queries answered by Pankaj Matpal.